What's up YouTube, my name is Michael and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be playing the RWBY deck building game. I'm going to take you through the daily quest, which the end of the week reward this time isn't that great, but we're going to do it anyway. So, you're probably wondering, why am I playing not Yu-Gi-Oh on JankyYGO? Well, to show other games. Still card game, and I think that that's fine. So I'm a big fan of this show. Right? There's a lot of negative connotation around the fan base, but yeah. This game is a deck building game, which means the game is literally building your deck. So the basic principle is to get as many points as you can, and you get points by this star right here is how many points a card is worth, and this right here is how much power you get, and the power is what you use to get the cards to add to your deck. And so there's a couple things that each character does different. John, which is the character I got to pick, or I picked out of the two choices, he's pretty good, but his whole thing is he kind of wants hero cards. So we're gonna get those. He wants hero cards. Ruby, which is this one, wants to get cards that draw cards most of the time, and Pyrrha, which is her, usually wants to get cards that defend. But just because your deck wants those doesn't mean you can't pick other things. So every card has so you'll notice some of these cards, like this, have upgrade costs. And when you upgrade them, they change to completely different cards and they improve. Obviously, hence the name upgrade. So we're gonna take In Memoriam. Now, I know I said we'd like to take hero cards, but just because your deck likes to take something, it doesn't mean that you have to take that all the time. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna upgrade Doubt. Now, I took Unlocked Aura because it draws you a card, and when you draw a card, and then it also lets you destroy a card. And destroying cards is pretty good in this game because it doesn't just put it in your discard pile. It actually removes it from your deck entirely, which is even better. So you'll notice that all my cards here have 1 or 0 points, but this one has 2, so we're gonna get it. This one is 2 value points. That's what that star means. So the point of this game is whoever has the most points at the end wins. And how the game ends is when you get all 8 of these cards, is when someone gets 8 of these cards, or all 8 of these cards are gone, which these are called boss cards, when my mouse is hovering over. Or this deck right here, the one that my mouse is hovering over, is out. When this runs out, the game ends. When this runs out, the game ends. Very simple. We're gonna draw a card, and we're gonna destroy a Courage. We're gonna take It's Also a Gun. It's what that does is it gives us another copy of our signature equipment, which is kind of what your deck is based around, more or less. We're going to take Pancakes, which gives us something called a wound. A wound means it gives us a negative point, but as long as we destroy things, We can destroy it later, or we can upgrade it into a doubt or a courage. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, there's not much to this game. It's a lot of just like play your cards out and everything. There's a few things that the tutorial will tell you that are that's kind of wrong. Like the tutorial will be like, just always click the play all button, and that is not what you should do. You should almost always play your cards out individually. There are times when it doesn't really matter. Like personally, I like playing draw cards first, see what my options are. But in this situation that I have here, it doesn't really matter. And see, what's happening here, and what happened last turn, is I'm getting attacked by these villain cards. And you can choose to pass, and if you have a defense card, like our Professor Port card here, you can actually block the villain so you don't get hurt. I didn't block the other one because the other one only hits your ongoing cards, and I don't have any of those at this current time. Trap card is good, and so is Milk. Trap card's probably one of the better defense cards. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna upgrade a wound into a doubt, so that we no longer have a negative point. Getting attacked by an Alpha Beowulf now. At least that one attacks both players. But yeah, how villain cards work is for most of them, you get to choose which you take or which you attack. But for some of them, it just attacks both players. So we'll use this, grab that, and then we'll grab Norris Smash, because this one is better than Coco. It gives you +1 more power, even though Coco's a hero card, which goes good with her deck. Okay, so Ruby got the first villain card, or boss card, I should say, not villain. Got the first boss card, and what that means is on her next turn, she's going to be attacked, but boss cards, as you can see, give you a bunch of points. We're going to take Velvet, though. So, you're probably noticing that my game kind of froze. That's okay. When this happens, because this game is still has some few kinks, you click leave game, then you click play, and you go to save games, and everything will be fixed. And you re-enter the game. See? Now everything's gonna be fine. For this, I'm gonna click play all here just to speed up the gameplay a little bit. Now, if you're wondering why I got 3 points off of this +1, or 3 or 4 points, because this gives me +1. He gains +2 power if I have an equipment, which that's what this is, and she gives me +1 power for every action and equipment card I have in play. This turn, I played this turn. Gets us Melanie and Milsha, which is our first boss card. Then we're going to take this creep. So we're going to get attacked by the boss card that we got. So that's fine because we got a trap card. Luckily we drew a trap card to block it. Oh man, we're getting slaughtered here. I'm not going to destroy any card, but I do have to discard a courage. That's gonna make it so our upgrades hurt. And then because we don't have a Valor card to destroy, we gain another wound, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll get an ongoing card called Emerald. So ongoing cards is when you actually play them. They stick around on the field. They're kind of like this game's version of field spells. Go figure. Man, if Pyrrha attacks me, I'm gonna be upset. Okay. To say, because usually people attack the person with the highest total. Dang. I think this is the best I've seen a Pyrrha do. Normally Pyrrha like struggles, and I would consider Pyrrha's deck to be possibly the worst out of the possible characters you can play. Which is funny because if you watch the show, she was like the better fighter out of the 8. She's like the best fighter. But in this game, she usually like ends up struggling just to get by. We're gonna take we took a boss card, and the downside is we unfortunately did not get a defense card, and that's really bad for when after you get Neo if you don't have a defense card, because Neo gives you 3 wounds. We're gonna play Milk first because it lets us discard our hand and draw 5, and our hand wasn't very good. Play the unlocked aura, and then we can destroy this wound, puts us up to 31. I'm gonna get Yatsuhashi. I'd probably rank Yatsuhashi as like number 4 for defense cards. He's really good. I'd rank Trap card. In order for best defense cards, there's a card called Untouchable, which lets you use your defense cards, like which lets you block as many times as you want with it. And then there is Trap card, which we have, which lets you destroy one, which is better, which is really good. There's also there's also one called I'm Sorry, which lets you block, or when you block, you draw a card. And drawing cards in every card game is good. Good stuff. I'm gonna upgrade these 2. And then we're gonna upgrade a wound into a doubt, putting us up at Pyrrha's level. It's both good and bad that the last boss is Cinder, because Cinder is the harder last boss to get, in my opinion, because for every card you play, she gets harder to get. So we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna destroy a wound, which puts us up to 37. Draw a card. Play this. Put that back. And then we'll play this. And yeah, we got it because of all the extra bonuses that we get for playing things. And yeah, this was the RWBY deck building game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Okay. And I guess it's not technically over. I guess now it is. So yeah, the thing doesn't end until you end your turn. Yeah, and yeah, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, and I'll talk to you later.